Good morning, people. Right, I've cleaned out the garage today. Nice. This is today's job. It's rattling a bit. Oh God, no! What have I done? Right, try and squeeze it in. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh. When you start, you can hear a little rattling. It's underneath. It's the exhaust plate. I want to show you where it's rattling from. I tried to bodge it up last time with a little piece of metal, but it obviously didn't work, so I'm gonna try and weld it then, I suppose, innit? Wish me luck. It's right up there. So what it is, I tried to fix it last time by putting this bit of metal in the heat shield to stop it from, basically, look, this is moving and it's banging up there. So I'm going to try and weld that shut. Yeah, that's where it's hitting right there, look. That's the bit that keeps knocking there, look. It's done it a bit, but I need to do something better than that. You know what I might do? I might pull this up like that and weld that top bit and a little bit there, maybe on the other side. Yeah, I'll do the two top bits to the other side and hopefully it'll stay up there, like, because that rubber looks quite good and that's what it's sitting on. This is the bad boy welder we're going to be using. No, I'm just kidding. This is the welder we're going to be using. Big snap-on professional thing. We're going to need a pair of gloves, strong ones, not just any ones, welding gloves. A welding cloth for the front of your top, and obviously headset. Do not weld without it. Then what we do, we just give it a little twist. Oh, was it already on? Oops, that was stupid. Still on. So we just give it a little twist like that and then plug it in. Little tip as well, someone taught me, my mate is a sick welder. If you've got a bit of copper, if you're trying to weld something together and you need to hold it, if you weld on top of the copper, it doesn't stick to it, so you can sort of hold it in place without it sticking to it, which I thought was pretty good, rather than me having to learn the correct way. I'm going to try and film as best as I can, but I'm going to try and hook the phone up somewhere because I ain't brought no. First things first, you want to do is you want to put your earth, clamp it to something that's a bit clean metal, not rusted to fuck, or you have to like sand it a bit to get a connection, but you got to earth it before you start welding, yeah? Otherwise you fry everything in there, it won't work properly. First things first, before you do any welding to anything with a battery, you have to disconnect the battery. I use this little Batcho set. Right, it's got everything in there that I need for most of the jobs, until the bolts get too big, and then I use the bigger set. So it's just a 10mm. I'm just undoing this bolt and I'm just going to disconnect it and make sure it's away from the terminal so I don't blow anything when it's welding. Yeah. Sweet. Don't need to take it all the way out, just like make it loose. This has a little bit loose. And give it a little wiggle, pull it upwards, and it should pop off like that. But you don't want it just to fall back on it, otherwise it's still attached. So we're gonna try and position it. I'm gonna bend it back on itself like that. Pretty crap at welding, so my mate come and stuck it on these settings and said that should be good enough for me, so I've just left it as that. I'm gonna cut a bit of that wire off because it'll be messy. I'll just clip a bit. And these are magnets as well. Quite handy, but to be honest, they drop off a lot. I don't know if it's because they're dirty or what. Some smaller magnets, not really that good though, to be honest. Just shiny and you got the rust off on. So you can like get a good weld on it. And I'll cut that bit off the tip so it's nice and straight and small like that. When the metal's thin, you got to just tap it and not press it too much as well. Just a couple of little tacks, not neat, just like out of view. Hopefully oh yeah, it's lifted right, look. Beautiful. Ha ha ha, I can't believe I pulled it off, mate. The battery, I forgot to put the battery back on. Fucking hell. Yeah, if the car doesn't start, don't forget to put the battery back on and tighten it back up and put the cover back on. Right.